Today we review the Silca Premio. Hello legends and super legends, welcome to Veloharmony. In today's video, we introduce you to the Silca Seat Roll Premio. It is a product made by Silca, one of the companies that's been with cycling for as long as cycling's been around. They're known for their floor pumps and some of the frame pumps. But I wanted to try this product to see how it would fare because the attachment system is very unique in that they use a BOA attachment to the seat rails to carry your tubes and multi-tool and whatever else you want to carry with you. And that keeps it out of the way so it does not get on the seat post. There's no Velcro attachment or anything. It's different. So we got a copy, and it says wax canvas with reflective cross stitching. The white stitching here that you see is reflective. It has a bore closure system with the guide rail. It has a rail guard that protects and grips the saddle rails. This is the protective rail guard that you see here on this side. And there's a center strap for added security. There are 3 internal pockets that holds tubes up to 700 by 45 millimeter. Let's get it out of this thing. So what they've done is they've got a strap here. There is a clip right there that snaps off. So you lift the bore to release the tightness, and now this I can pull and get off of that hook. So that's how you would attach it to the saddle rails. I think it's neat the way they did it. So you don't need an instructional card. And this is basically what the product is. So they have an additional Velcro here that kind of keeps it nice and neat before you attach it. And since this is reflective, obviously this is going to be facing the cars behind you. You're not going to install it like that towards the bike because there's a reflective canvas stripes that they have on there. So let's go ahead and open up the roll bag. This is it. Back in the day, we used to use roll bags to where you'd roll your stuff up and then use a toe strap and strap it to the saddle. That worked fairly well too. This is neat. It's got 3 pockets in here. Okay, so obviously, if anybody who knows how to pack, the more bulky things you put in here, when you fold these, the thicker this will be. So you have to be pretty selective. According to the write-up on this, when I was researching, you can put anything you want in there. I mean, it'll take the tube. They recommend that you put the tube in the middle. I always put my tube in plastic bags whenever possible to just make sure that they're protected, especially if you're using latex tubes. Make sure you put them in plastic bags so don't get any abrasion from anything else they might come in contact with while you're carrying them. They recommend you put your tube in the middle, obviously, so that the flaps here will be smaller. You can put a multi-tool in there. I don't carry a multi-tool in here. I have a wallet that I put in my jersey pocket. That's where I carry a multi-tool, so that way my phone's in there and some of the other knickknacks, I always have them with me. I have money in there, ID, whatever. So they're always with me regardless of which bike I'm on. And I like to do it that way. So in these things, I mostly carry a tube and a tire lever, my gloves for cleaning. Put that on this side here. I have smaller gloves that I can put in there, but I wanted to see what this would do. I'm gonna put a patch kit in here. I always like to have wet ones to clean when you do your repairs. So it's a good idea if you need to wipe up. And so that's just on this side. And if you were carrying a multi-tool, I'm just going to put it in here for demonstration purposes because I don't carry one. But that's a multi-tool in there. And it looks like it would take also, if you carried CO2 canisters, you could put them in one of these pockets. Then you probably put the multi-tool on one side and put the CO2. You could put the gloves here with the multi-tool. So you can see now. I just did that so you would see the girth that this gives you. So to fold it, you want to do this one first. you bring the top down like this, and then you can fold either side, whichever side you want. I'm gonna do the flatter side first and bring this one over. I don't think it really matters. You could do that. I'll probably do this one. Either way, basically, would work. So this is the thickness of it with one tube. Basically, it takes on the girth of a tube. Okay, it's a nice little roll. Then you use your Velcro strap to keep the sides together. It's nice and elastic. So I'm just going to pull it over, and this is where it attaches. So once you've put everything together the way you like it, I'm going to line it up perfectly with the end of it, like that. So now that's your saddlebag. Okay, I'm going to walk over to the bike over there, the Colnago, and show you how you attach it. This piece goes around the rails. It protects your rails, so it won't rub off like some of the rails that have markings and so forth. I think that's kind of a nice touch. This goes around the rails. You come around, and like I showed you earlier, you would go around the rails, come around and hook it. It would be like this, basically. I'm going to show you first before I go there. Once it comes around, the rails are going to be there, and then you hook that in here, and it goes like that. Then you snap this down to keep it in place, and then you just crank your bore. Let's go do it. So, put this behind the bike, between the rails basically. This goes over the rails, as I demonstrated. I want to make sure that the little nylon, I don't know if it's nylon or leather, I think it's nylon, that protects the rails are in place. The BOA is steel cable, so you're not going to hurt it. These are the same things that they use on those shoes. So what I'm doing here is I've hooked it on this side, and then I'm going to clip that in, and the bag is in place. And now look, I'm going to put this actually on my blue bike because I'm going to take it out soon. I just wanted to see how it would look here. It seems to work really well here too because of this red goes with my frame. I'm picky like that. And all you do is strap this. I mean, that is neat. So now, even though I talked about the girth, as long as it's not wider than your saddle, whatever crap you put in there, that's up to you. And now you got the reflective thing back here. Cool thing is I'm going to put it under my S&P here, so it anchors really well. It's under my S&P thing to the back here. I'm going to tie it down. And then I'm going to bring the camera so you can see it. You just see how neat it is. Let's go to the back. Back of the saddle. Go to the other side. That looks sweet. Plus, you're not going to see this every day. I don't think I've seen one on the road. That is a nice bag, and it's out of the way. There's nothing to interfere with your legs or anything down here. Everything's under the saddle, and the bag is anchored between the rails, and you can tighten the bore as much as you want. And I'm going to show you how to disengage the bore, just in case you didn't see it. The bore, you just pull. When you pull the bore, boom. That's it. You just pull and it releases the strap. And then, of course, you can just put it back, and I'm just going to tie it down again and just rewind it. The straps are strong because there's steel cables inside that nylon, the red nylon you see here. That red nylon, they have steel cables in there. That's what they use. And so you're not going to be able to break it. You'd have to go out of your way. So I just wanted to show you that. But that is pretty much it. The Silca Seat Roll Premio is what they call it. And just the form factor. That looks beautiful on the bike. Does not take away from the bike at all. Look at that. For those of you who may want to carry more than one tube, I believe this bag can handle it. Now, all the demonstration videos that they did for the manufacturer when I was doing research. None of them put 2 tubes in the bag, but they put a tube, a multi-tool, CO2 canisters on the other pocket and so forth. And I was like, well, if you can put a CO2 canister or a couple of CO2 canisters, they come up just as much as the thickness of a tube. So I decided to just give this a try because I prefer to carry 2 tubes minimum, sometimes more. So for my application, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put my gloves on the left side here. I'm hoping you guys can see. Let me turn it this way. Okay, so I'll put the gloves in here. I'm going to put the patch kit in the same pocket with the gloves. Then I'm going to put the tire iron in the same pocket with the gloves. Let's get it nice in there. I'm lifting the glove so that the tire iron can go down and in there. And now the tire iron disappears. So you can see that pocket is got the gloves, tire iron, patch kit. If you have like a boot that you use, you could put that in there as well. I'm gonna put the tube in the middle here, and I'm gonna put a tube on the other side, the other pocket. This tube I didn't bother putting in plastic. I'm just gonna put it in there. It should be okay because there's nothing to abrade it. Okay, you can see nicely packed. So this is about the same thickness as CO2 canisters. That's where I got the idea. So why not carry 2? So I found that this folds better if you put the side with the, let's see, I've got my gloves and my patch kit and my wipe. When you fold this over, you put the flat side that doesn't have the tube in first. You put that in, then bring the second tube over that middle flap. The roll comes together better, and you can really get a nicer profile. See that? It's almost like you're folding like a purse in a way, like 2 flaps. So it's better to put the flat side in, then the second tube on top of this flap, and then you take your Velcro, go around. The profile is cleaner. That's the way to go. Look at that. 2 tubes. And that will just attach. And you just have to make sure that your Velcro is holding on this side. See that? Nice. So with 2 tubes in there, this is what it looks like on my bike. Okay. I've got the BOA tight. I like that you can micro adjust. That bag won't move an inch. Unlike the Velcro attached things, the roll becomes a bag basically. You see how I snugged it under the SMP thing under there? That's the open area is facing up. You got the reflective stripes on there. So just look at that profile. That's 2 tubes in there. Clean. So this was just to introduce you all to this Silca seat roll. It's an option. I will put a link to the product in the description. For those of you who want to check it out, feel free. But I like having options, and this seemed to be a very interesting product. I like the material it's made of. It's kind of a canvas that you have like a military cot, but it resists water. It may get damp out here, but the water does not go through. You saw that red covering on the inside. I think there's a panel in between the 2 of them. Water does not get in there, period. The rest of it is waterproof completely. This may get damp, but it resists water going through. So the whole thing might as well be waterproof. I really like that. I love how easy the BOA is to use. So give this a try if you're looking for something that won't interfere with the aesthetics of your bike or your shorts with that the ones that have Velcro that strap onto the seat post. They really put holes in your shorts, and our shorts are not cheap. So, to that effect, make sure nothing stops you from getting your cave.